As you might know, the summer campaign has just finished, and also the icy summer campaign. I played the half this campaign and did a lot of okay records. I was trying to beat the author medals, which are already very difficult. One player in this campaign did something insane. Only been done by Mika, by Toyflume, and by Medicine in the past. Jastastic got every single world record in the campaign. 25 out of 25. This is something we don't get to see that often, so we're gonna watch every record from Jastastic and see how he beat everybody. Giga Chad, absolutely. Map 1. What's crazy here is that they still do the shortcut on this map in the icy version. To my memory, they do? No, wait, they don't. We were experimenting with it, but they don't. A spin in the start, and then a beautiful ice slide across the snow, both ways to accelerate faster across. Release early, ice slide last turn, and finish. Yeah, I'm mixing up my memory. I thought we would do the shortcut. Just a clean run, 1.5 seconds faster than my PB. Here I spent like 2 hours for my 2390. Jastastic, 2340, 404. And people are driving with diabolical car skins. That might continue. The icy community just... as long as you can see the car sideways, it's alright for them. But yeah, he is a bit behind. The jump here and release for no airtime. So smart. I always love when the car drives like this, just 2 wheels on the ground. That means you've done like a perfect no airtime. It's so satisfying. It's like you couldn't have done it better. At map 3, struggled a little bit here. 29-29. Yeah, I just remember struggling. And seeing these scores, it's unreal. Ice slide with an air brake for airtime reduction. Clever. High setup so you can get a wide setup here. Sumi and Bead look ahead, but the speed out of this might be better for Jas. Already 4th gear, speed sliding all the way. Ooh, that's a crazy speed slide. Oddgore's still ahead, but he beats him in the last turn. Nice. Like, there's layers of skill on ice, and this layer here is one I am not at. This is a full speed slide extended by a couple of brake taps, accounting for the angle of the curve to keep it going all the way to the checkpoint. And then I can beat deep slip, but give me 1,000 hours, I don't think I beat a score. Map 4, 100th faster than Toyflume here. We're not sure which order he got these records in, but you have to imagine, like, you're at 24. Whoa, Toyflume with the strats. Wicked. Unfortunately, it looked slower, but cool strategy there from Toyflume. The spin is faster here for speed. And then low line from Jas all the way. Snipes Toyflume to the finish line. Also, I should remind you guys, this campaign had 2 maps that were effectively impossible on ice. One of them is map 19 and the other is map 25. Map 25 has a 13-minute world record. But that is a really quick time, I think. So we're gonna watch it. We are gonna watch the 13-minute world record. Hope you don't mind. Map 5 world record. Again, Jastastic wall hit on purpose to set up this ice slide. And he looks far behind, but he has a lot of speed. And the finish line is far away, Vitor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Disculpa. Uberbug not possible. You cannot Uberbug with icy tires. You can't bug slide on ice either, so unfortunately no. Massive gap here. Yeah, Toyflume did the spin in the start, but he's going wide, Jas, instead. And I guess the payoff is right here. About equal. Hard to say which is faster. Early release to set up this one. And then extended ice slide all the way through. Nice. Sharp down so you get an early ice slide here. Extend this one. Lenorio with a very clean run so far, but there, Jas gets a lot more speed. And then wide here so he can push the last corner and ice slide all the way to the finish. Very clean. 07, again, Jastastic. But like, him and Toyflume almost 1 second ahead of everyone else. Okay. Toyflume even for once using a normal car skin. That means he's serious here. Getting across the snow as early as they can. Long ice slide, avoiding gear shift. About equal. The water bounce. Good road entry by both. Early setup. Lower speed for Jas. He's gonna need a fantastic end to snipe this away. Or perhaps a just... no. A little bit higher to the checkpoint. Wall hit for an early straighten. Here you'd have to release to straighten the car, but if you hit the wall, it does it for you at full speed. And also reduces airtime. Smart. Smart find. Why did the water not freeze? I think to make it a bit more interesting. They take their liberties with the maps to make them interesting. Massive 1 second gap for Distastic here on map 8. I would say 1 second. 0.6, same thing. Does he do the skip here? I'm trying to process that. Intentional cactus hit to get past that corner. Which I think has to do with the gears. But I honestly don't understand it until I try it. You're entering the snow at a weird angle. And if you try to steer the other way, you just gear down. Which is why Toy Flume is doing this, hitting the tree. Yeah, I think it's to quickly turn the car. The quickest way you can do it. Map 9. This type of map you'd think works really well on ice. But having driven this one, I can tell you, I didn't feel it was that smooth. It looks really cool though. Like this block on ice looks really nice. Oh, they shortcut? Where are we? Yo, nice. And then it's faster to turn around than to double respawn. Because of the snow and everything. Wait, that is really creative. Yeah, on the normal map you wouldn't, because you have wood speed, but... Speed slide? Really, really nice. If you're trying to learn how to ice speed slide, this run I think is a good demonstration. You are in 3rd gear, 160 speed. You start on ice slide, and then you don't add brake taps. And the car will try to straighten out. When you hear the gear shift, you immediately add a brake tap and you're speed sliding. So now, you add a brake tap. And then you want to keep that angle. You hear the shift, and you insta brake tap. This map, I was terribly far behind the records, and I don't remember if I ever understood what they did. They do spin, just with a really good angle for it. Low ice slide. Behind Toy Flume by a lot. Yeah, just long speed slide into this wall ride. So far, all normal. Oh, that is a shallow angle. But it's perfect, yeah. Perfect angle. Late entry into the wall ride and good exit timing. Trying not to steer here instead of going more straight to preserve the speed. You can shift gears in TM. The car shifts based on its speed, so you don't get to do it manually, but the car shifts at predictable speed timing, so you can play in a way where you get favorable gear ups. 11. Burnt Bagel's driving with the... What's her name? Sally? The Sally car skin. It's increasingly more ridiculous when you lose to records with these skins. But luckily, Jas here driving with a normal car, preserving the respect of all Trackmania players. Wider setup than Burnt Bagels. Earlier straighten out and therefore earlier ice slide here. Oh, and that's a nice line. They're gonna skip a lot of the snow. Somehow beats Toy Flume because Toy Flume touched a little bit too much snow. Better than losing to Amogus? Yeah, that hurt too. You know, I wish I could. I wish I could just boot up with the Minecraft boat and beat these players, but I can't. Insane margin of victory here. And this map is so hard in the icy version. Slow start, it seemed like. I'm ahead. I'm ahead by a car length. So he must have had a crazy... Okay. Lunario is even further ahead. Okay, No, what's going on? Is there a reactor thing going on? Loop thing? Oh, that's a lot of speed. Okay. It's a loop thing. Yeah, very clean loop. The 360 at the beginning, yeah, people have all kinds of Spins and strats. Icy version of this, you have to wonder, could they have done the shortcut? I don't think so. You'd love to see it, but I don't think so. Dara, very... Where is he go... Up the mountain? Okay. I take it back. They have an alternative strat for the shortcut. Very nice. Wait, that's crazy. You'd think the speed was too low for the flight and everything, and sure, but... Nice, wow. Yes, they get checkpoint 1 and 2 normally, but then here the flight gives them a lot of speed to bump and then skip the reset and go up, and then the reactor expires just as they get a new one. Yeah, he went rock climbing, did a solid V3 in the middle of the run. Map 14, 4th place here, guys. I hunted this one a lot for my auto time. They didn't do my strat on the start though, but somehow kept gear 2 nonetheless, so... I'm impressed. Some weird steering there to set up the ice slide with the wall tap straighten again. And then here the strategy was to do small ice slide and then start another one, which he again does really well. The reason you do 2 ice slides there is the no brake block. You didn't see it. You can't use brake to extend your ice slide. And then the reactor, anything fancy? Just early turn, yeah. Alright, clean. Not much more to say. But so far he's done 2 shortcuts and a lot of clean runs. And here a 3-second gap. So this map, if you don't know it, it's 5 laps. And on ice, this map is very hard because it's not built for ice. But you do have these long road parts where, yeah, you can speed slide, and you have to watch out in the tight NASCAR turns like this one. Toyflum with a better first lap for now. But I think the hardest part, if I remember, hardest part is actually probably the first couple turns. I struggle a lot with this next turn. Threading the needle here. So if they're able to speed slide through this gap, that's impressive. Like Toyflum is doing there. That is the fastest strategy and it's really hard. Jastastic is not doing it. And so he's like a second down by now. I mean, this is the longest ice slide I have ever seen. Was that 10 seconds? He starts the ice slide here at 50 seconds. 14 seconds of ice sliding, bro. That's impressive. Because you can, with ice slides, right? You can never really undo your angle. You can only add more angle. Again, does he do the long one? Looks good, looks good. Oh, he decides to back out though. Maybe a bit wide. Wide to his liking. Oh, a bit sharp. Okay, low speed here. Wall hit does happen. But he still kept the gear, so he's fine. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people hunted this one, to be honest, but this is still a very clean run for what the map is. But I do think perfect run here is probably something like a 3:05. 3 minutes of playing ice is crazy, yeah. For a map like this. Nice run, and we go next. 1:03.69. A second ahead of almost of the others in the top 3. Tegu with the Lightning McQueen. We gotta get some more creative car skins in the fall Icy campaign. We've seen the entire lineup of the Cars movie now. But we gotta get, I wanna see something ridiculous. Mod gifted a sub? Or, sorry, Twitch staff? Yo, thank you, East, for gifting a sub, bro. Appreciate it. I would like to have you know, Twitch staff, the Twitch chat is being excellently moderated. YouTube chat, I can't tell you. I don't have the chat open, but I hope they're behaving as well. Bit uneventful, which is disrespectful of me to say this run. But yeah, just rather clean. One pole hit still beats him. Just too good. I wonder if this was difficult for Jas or if he felt like One Punch Man at some point. Just like going map by map, looking for a challenge and then just, oh, I hit the pillar and still did world record by a second? Alright, well. Looks like I gotta keep searching. Looks like I gotta keep searching for a map where someone will contest me. It's too easy. Here, tied with Toy Flume. This is a close battle. And honestly, a nice map for ice. What are they doing here? Is that the only way to attack that turn and still keep the speed, I guess? I've never seen a reverse entry ice slide like that. Never seen a lot of ice turns. Here he had to fight for it. Toy Flume very close, but world record number 17. Alright, map 18. This is where we get to the part of the campaign, by the way, where the maps are so jank. Because what they do, right? They just make every block ice. None of this was built to be driven in ice. So just expect that these maps are very, very awkward and uncomfortable to drive. And it's about how you master that. So freewheeling on ice, for example, means that they will be crashing, almost guaranteed. Just crashing on purpose for a better line here. And now, very slow uphills, long second gear ice slide to try to keep speed. Now you have like the wall ride reactor thing going on. It's just, this is hard to survive. I don't know how many finishers there are on this map, but I would guess like 60. And the first ones typically have several hundred. But I would guess only 60 players have gotten through this. Jas with a lot more speed through this part. Now over the very slow patch of snow, eats all your speed and then try to get a clean turn to the finish. Very good execution. Does this look unironically painful to drive parts? It is. And this next map was impossible when the campaign came out. They placed one block to make it more possible here. Because usually you would not be able to roll all the way to the checkpoint. So they placed a reset block over here. Otherwise the author time might be like 2 hours. And they did not want to have that. So yeah, this map is everything you don't want on ice. Engine off and a lot of off-road. You have no grip, so the route is to go out here to skip the engine off and drive on the spectator stands. Very low speed, past the corner, drop into the hill now. And I forget if they skip this next one or if they just go, because it's down a road hill. Yeah, I think they have no choice. Try as best as you can to hit the walls in favorable ways. You cannot avoid the wall hits, so... It's a good battle though, it's a good battle. Crash the pillar to set up the ice slide, I like it. Both of them with the same strat. Early onto the road here. Forget if this reset exists on the real map or not. Oh, synchronized. Wide for this engine off for Jas. Inside line for Grundolf. Jas gliding through here at a better angle. Back in the lead. Plastic hit to dodge the snow. Smart. Around this one to skip the last engine off. A second last. Ice slide across the snow. Oh! Was this on purpose? Oh, it was on purpose. They skipped the last one. Wait, where's the finish? Oh, you go through here. Wait, that's nice pathfinding though. I thought he failed here because he had no angle to survive the turn. But it's a perfect grab the checkpoint and go setup. Map 20, 5 different paths with potential shortcuts. They do not copy the regular strategy, which is to go to number 2 at the start. We're just watching Jas versus Yanti here. Maybe add Toy Flume in the mix though. Yeah, he does have a good start here, Toy. Toy Flume also one of the world's best Beat Saber players, if you guys didn't know. Figured I'd share. So while Jas is grinding here, Toy Flume is like beating really hard levels in Beat Saber. Just some cool lore. Gamer. Oh, wall hit again. He is the wall hit master. That one didn't gain him that much, but the fact that he's surviving all these wall hits is... Wow, what a snipe. Straightens a little bit earlier than Yonti, so he gets that push to the finish line. And it's enough. You only gotta hold them all, right? Map 21. This one, yeah, you would think this one suits ice actually quite well. Here, we're gonna see a spin. Nice. Spin into the ice slide for a better setup. Long turn. Setup early. Speed tech and ice go quite well together. In the turns you would drift, normally you just ice slide. But when you have like an off angle turn, like a diagonal thing, it's very awkward, like here. Oh, Teuflum survived better for the first part. Spin to stay ahead. They both drop down, hit with the nose to turn the car around. And Teuflum has less speed. I like Teuflum's line a lot better there, but I think he just went too high. Oh, that is low. Ah, there's a booster, smart. I've never seen this part of the map. You usually jump there. Okay, if he had enough speed for the jump, he would spin, but no. This turn might be awkward. Well, with a crash especially. Can you extend the ice slide all the way to here? Oh, they spin to compensate, yeah. When you have an awkward turn like that, spins tend to happen. Nice. This next one looks awkward also, but they can do a double ice slide, and they'll be fine. He beats him by 2 seconds. Is it an extended ice slide here? Which Toy didn't get. All the way down? No, just more speed. Like, behind into the last checkpoint, what happens? Oh, Toy didn't make the jump. A really tough speed check to make it over. He barely made it past the corner too. He's had some great clutches here in the last parts of each map. Map 22, full speed map. Again, gonna be super awkward to drive on ice. It's a fair warning. World record here by 3 seconds. And you know, we'll see with map 25 if we're gonna watch the entire 13-minute reroute. I feel like to do the accomplishment justice, we should. No skipping. So if you want to make some popcorn or get a snack right now, I think this is a good time, because we got 2 very long maps coming up in the Sheikah World Records. Here, they can't make the loop, so they go on the snow. And it's honestly a shame I didn't end up playing all this. Oh, you have like a deep slip wall ride thing? Yeah, you still make it with this. Nice. I only played the first 15 maps, and then things got busy, guys. Long speed slide into this. Do they make a normal loop? It's tough, but they do. Long ice slide here. Surely you jump. Yep, with maybe some strategy to land better. Red boosters, or? That looks so worth it to go for when you're gonna drive slowly up the ice hill. Wall hit for a setup. Yeah, it releases early so you can drive in a straight line. Slide across the snow makes sense. Oh, he's taking the boosters here too. Slam. Set it up. And go. No ice slide here to preserve the speed. Difficult line now. Small ice slide into loop. This was very cleanly driven. He made it look actually drivable. Map 23. Perhaps not that awkward. We're out here by 1 second again. And you have to wonder, like, I don't think this will happen again in a long time. And maybe Teuflum will see this now and think, bro, this guy thinks he is him. I've gotta show him what's what. And go for the next one, all 25. Maybe Mika returns from studies and just go, yeah, I got time to play. But this is a rare thing, guys. This is a very rare thing. Especially because when you go for a clean sweep. Like if you remember the story of the guy in Mario Kart. Matthias Rustemeyer. Going for all 32 Mario Kart records. When you start doing a thing like that, people want to snipe you. So doing it despite people knowing, like, oh, you have 24 out of 25. Oh, you have 25. Let me get one. You know. It's you versus everyone, and doing it despite that is really impressive. wide here instead. Yeah, you get to keep more speed for the loop. You should barely make that with no airtime. But a bit more speed into that loop gains so much when you're that slow. The green Suigi kind of life. How is Jazz so good? He's been good at ice for, I remember, at least 3-4 years. And this campaign, he just cooked everyone. So this is the only ice map that is actually mostly ice in the campaign. Wow, a spin there has to be done. But there are some parts that aren't ice. This is ice on the regular map, so this turn will work out beautifully. This next part was plastic, and here it's awkward. This is all plastic. Plastic, plastic, plastic. Now you go platform. And he's just slowing down to make sure he gets the turn. Can't really do much more than that. Now you're back onto intended surface. Probably don't get that much of this booster because the next turn is so sharp. Yeah, he slows down a lot for this one. Can you do anything fun with the reactor on snow? Could you like climb the fence maybe? Perhaps faster on paper, but he was not, let's say, forced to go for it. He was able to get world record without it. Oh, the reset here is awkward. Wow, beautiful turn. And this is also an intended last ice slide. A lot of the booster here to get pushed into finish. With everything going on right here, this is a really impressive turn. So, 3-hour author time on map 25, 13-minute world record. This is perhaps the most impressive run of them all, just because of how difficult this is. It's effectively an ice trial map. There are certain jumps on this map that are not possible, and so they will sometimes skip checkpoints for favorable respawns later. So here they just skip checkpoint 1. Makes no sense. But they're doing an entire reroute. I'll try my best to explain the parts I know, and then we'll all be surprised by the parts I don't know. But this has to be, like, brain rot to hunt. An ice trial map. Here you have an ice pipe. He does not one-shot it. Teuflin one-shot the pipe, though. We might see 10 respawns here. It's a very thin ice pipe, and you can't ice slide on it, because you need speed for the jump. You need to properly carry weight and momentum on the inside. I'm just a liar. Just has the ice slides and makes it, okay. So I've spread misinformation several times today, apologies. Gets reactor up and then flies past the checkpoint. So that he can get it later, very smart. Very smart, skips another checkpoint, okay. So after getting the ice pipe, you're still not safe here. Now you're safe though. Because now you've gotten the next checkpoint. But yeah, so far in the run, they've skipped 3 out of 5 checkpoints. And now you have more ice pipes, if I remember. Or maybe you skipped this one. You skipped this one. Down to this checkpoint. Here comes Teuflin and Croissant from the other angle. I'm not sure why. I think this is the route that Winario used in his validation. Which I watched a little bit of. But I'm learning as we go as well. Back through this checkpoint, maybe with speed to do something. Rip camera. It's frozen. Must be all the ice, guys. Making me freeze like that. Oh, almost a big jump here, by the way. Instead of, yeah, you're taking the checkpoint from the other way by ice sliding between the trees. This is cool, though. The respawn battle. Can you imagine this is the last record he got? He's stressing out, playing versus Teuflin's Ghost. He's like, oh shit, I gotta get this respawn. I get it. He didn't get it. I'm ahead. And now we're going scuba diving, or what's happening? This actually looks fun to hunt. I take it back. You're just chilling in the pool with the boys. There's a lot of these Reddit posts, you know, where people will say like, finally got my first world record on this random map. And it's fun to get your first world record. Here's the first checkpoint again. He's taking the first checkpoint now. So he's going back over the pipe, I believe. And that's why he wants the checkpoint now. You show your first world record to your friend, and it's like, oh wow. That's really impressive. But there are probably people that have done that on maps like this. And you show this to your friend, and it's the least impressive looking thing ever. One-shots it now, that's so clutch. That's so clutch, he's gotta be so happy about that. Just can't fail until he gets the checkpoint here. That's why he skipped it earlier. Now he has a save point here. And then I think he reactor flies to the other side of the map. Pretty sure that's what's going to happen. No, he just jumps, doesn't need the reactor flight. What a landing too. But I can tell you this is probably the hardest map to drive out of them all so far. Am I going to hunt these? No, I am merely an admirer. I could never. So we're watching the people that could. Yeah, so far, I mean, what, like 5 respawns on an otherwise absurd ice trial? Not bad, not bad. Not a single block on this map is modified from the original. It's all what Nadeo built turned into ice and snow. Watching? Aha, there's a checkpoint on the pipe. Okay. This looks tough. Yeah, you can't drive that. Drop down. Smart. Oh, he missed, or? Never mind. More scuba diving. That's my favorite type of map. I like the weird ones. Give me something weird to drive with a clear theme and I'm stoked. Give me a map where you build everything within 4 blocks, that kind of thing. Like just some unique concept. Some constraint and then a beautiful track. If you know what I mean, if you build something like that, send it in my Discord. 1 block campaign, 2 block campaign, this kind of thing. I find really fun to see what you can do with big limitations. We are back near the start, and you have to do this pipe thing again for the 3rd time. 3rd time on the pipe in the start, and this time a very long respawn if you fail it, so... You gotta clutch here, he might have a respawn. Like, he is him right now. Sure, he respawned a bit earlier, but these are the worst times to fail it. Incredibly clean. Don't fail here now, though. He hasn't yet taken this checkpoint, so he now has a save state. And I predict he's gonna reactor fly. Last time he didn't, but now... No? Well, that's crazy. Okay, so incredible run so far, honestly. And it does worry me a bit that it's now only 30 seconds faster than Toy Flume. Because you would think that... You would think he's further ahead right now. He might lose several minutes later, and it's gonna come down to the wire. Slowly grabbing the checkpoint. The zoop trick? You have to use that? Is that the only way to scale the hill? Yeah, maybe it's just too steep. Very nice. Okay, good speed. Gonna make the jump with ease. Don't think that was intended, to be honest. Another ice pipe. Okay, God bless. This one looks easier though. No, he's not gonna do it, or? He meant to go here? By the looks of it, he meant to go here. Reactor up? What are we doing? What are we doing? No! Oh, I feel bad for him, bro. I only saw the vision at the very end. Oh, that's painful. Jumped over the checkpoint. Painful. 2nd time, please. No panic now. Ah, nice. Clutch. Clutch gamer. Back to the reactor. Yeah, when you have a reactor, definitely want to reuse it. Is he gonna jump in much the same... Reactor up? On purpose? You can't be serious. I wonder if there's another way to do this or no. If this is the one. But that's such a small landing area. Wow, 2nd try on both of these. Those both look really difficult, guys. He still is missing 1 checkpoint from this area. So he's gonna grab both of these. Is he gonna go back down to that 3rd one? Yeah, the one that's after the ice pipe I think he's getting now. Oh, actually more than that. He's clean. Double respawns. I'm not sure what the idea is. Oh, to carry a lot of speed across here. He's driving the map in reverse right now. These are some of the last checkpoints on the map. Toy Flume down there. Wait, yeah, but he still hasn't taken the one by the pipe. He's driving across to get this one. I guess from here he can take it somehow. Or maybe I'm just forgetting that he did take it. Oh, what a landing as well. Yeah, for being what this map is, guys, crazy run here. Jump into the checkpoint, double respawn, easy. Instead of trying to farm a good landing. Ice pipe. Does he have to drive this? Oh, and then he's gonna ice slide the other way? This coming in so late in the run is crazy. This is nerve-wracking right now. Of course, it's not for us in hindsight. We know he wins, but you'd be scared here. You see your big split. You're so far ahead of Toy Flume. Yeah, we're on like respawn number 7, which no flame. This would have taken me an hour, but it's getting tense now. There's the spin, almost. You can make a khaki map out of this. Toy Flume is flying right now. Toy Flume is right here with us. There you go, that's crazy. The fact that that's possible is insane. Up the reactor wall. Does he get... I'm still not sure if he's gotten the one checkpoint. I'm assuming right now that he has. Drop down. Ooh, landing. It's fine. This is like the wide open slow part. On the regular map, you're already basically done driving at this point. On ice though, driving on this part, not so sure. He does have every checkpoint now, so I must have missed it. It's just the last part of the finish. And then I slide down. Ooh, with a spin to ensure the landing. Landing perpendicular. And GG in the chat, everyone, for Justastic, who got every single world record in the Icy Summer campaign. As it ended, by the way. So not just at one point and then they got beaten, but at the very end of the campaign, when all records were set, he had all 25 world records. That's crazy. We'll see if anyone can match that in the Icy Fall campaign, but hope you guys found this interesting to watch. Subscribe to the channel, we're trying to hit 1 million, and have a nice rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Bye bye, YouTube. Bye bye.